Alright everyone, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. So if you clicked on the video, I assume that you want to maybe learn some things about money or some things that have helped me out. So I just wrote down some things like I did yesterday. Wrote down some things on my computer or on my phone, transferred it to my computer. So I'm just gonna read these off. So I would say I have participated in most of these, but some of them I haven't, but they're still going to be helpful if you apply them. So let's just go through these things. These are just some things that came to my mind. So hopefully they can help you out. The first thing that came to my mind, how to be smart with money, uh, particularly in the trades, or for people in the trades, because I assume that's most of the people that's going to be watching this, unless someone randomly clicks on this. But the first step is to kind of go with the Dave Ramsey, the list of Dave Ramsey steps. So he's got 7 steps. It's more like 6. So the first one is to have a $1,000 emergency fund. Number 2, pay off all your debts using the debt snowball. You can Google these steps. Just type in Dave Ramsey 7 steps. And then have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. And then like the rest of it is like investing in household income into Roth IRAs or pre-tax. I don't do that. College fund for children, and then pay off your house early. So those are some of the steps right there. That's just one of the steps. Some helpful information, but for me personally, live at home as long as possible. Granted that you get along with your family and it's a healthy environment. It's just going to be the easiest way to save money, period. So if not, you can always room with a friend. It's going to be cheaper to have a roommate than spending $700 to $1,000 a month on rent. That's just money going out the door, down the garbage. So if you can room with someone, that'll cut the cost maybe in half. You can split it. So that's one of the rules, how I've been able to save a lot of money just living at home. Granted, I did have to pay rent, but it's still better than living out in the real world. So anyways, living at home, if your parents don't charge you rent, then bonus. But anyways, another one, don't go into debt. So if you're super young and you don't have any debt, that's great. Don't go into debt. Don't buy things with money that you don't have. So don't spend money that you don't have. Pay in cash or use a credit card if you have the cash to back it up. Buy what you need, save where you can. If you're into buying a lot of food, your own food and stuff like that, use coupons, discounts, markdown aisles, anything. Maybe shop around different stores. You don't have to buy everything at face value. You can shop around and find stuff cheaper. Find a local cheap grocery store or something like that. For me, one of the main things that I do to save money is just work and save my money. I don't spend a lot of things. I mean, I do have some Xboxes and an expensive car, but other than that, I put all my money in savings. I mean, I buy some food every once in a while, go out to eat with my friends or do fun activities, but for the most part, it's just saving money. So another thing you can do is a high yield savings account. So most people have a checkings account and a savings account at a bank, but those literally make you pennies on the dollar or whatever. I don't know. That's just an expression. But anyways, for an example, if you got $20,000 in the bank, you make like 10 cents a month or maybe 30 cents. But if you put that money in a high yield savings account, you can make dollars or whatnot. So yeah, usually on my high yield savings, I don't have that much in there right now, but I'm making about $30 to $40 a month, which is better than 10 cents. So anyways, high yield savings accounts are a friend of yours. I currently use the American Express high yield savings account. It's been dropping, but right now it's at 1.5% compared to 0.003 or 0.03%, 0.03% compared to 1.5%. So that's like, they say it's 30 times higher than the national average or whatever. So keep that in mind. Just free money right there on interest if you're maybe like looking to buy a house soon, or you can always do a CD or anything like that. Just a safe way to invest money if you're not into the stock market. Like I'm against the stock market, but if you're into the stock market, go ahead and go for that. I wish you the best of luck, but kind of crap right now. Anyways, like I said, invest if you want. Compound interest is good. The earlier you start, the better. So whether that is, I don't know much about savings, but like Roth IRAs or any kind of stock market thing. Anyways, I'm gonna skip over that because I feel like I can't go over that very smartly. So anyways, another one is buy a cheap, reliable car. You don't need anything expensive if you're just buying a work car. I drive my parents' Toyota Camry, so that's been pretty much free. I just pay for the gas and some repairs, but you don't need anything expensive. $10,000-$20,000 is ridiculous for a work car. Just something that runs. You don't gotta be fancy or balling out at work. So that'll save you some money there. And then if you're in the trades or anything, you can start out with cheap tools. You can just buy really cheap stuff from like Harbor Freight or anything like that, or maybe like even Home Depot or anything like that, like Fat Max or stuff like that. You don't have to buy top of the line tools or anything like that. You can start out with cheaper stuff and just replace them if they break down the line. But if you're looking into a trade and you're looking into it, doing it for a really long time, you might want to invest in some good tools. Sorry, my phone crashed. Anyways, if you're gonna be in the trades for a long time and you know it's gonna be something you want to do for a long time, you might want to invest in some good tools right off the start. That way you don't have to keep reinvesting money. And usually Klein has a lifetime warranty or something. You can exchange broken tools or whatnot. So anyways, another one is don't eat out every day. I usually used to do that. Spending like anywhere between like $2 to $7 on lunch every day adds up after a while. Depending on, I mean, it's obviously going to be more unhealthy for you if you eat out every day, but sometimes it is actually cheaper than making your own lunch, but it just depends on what you make and how thrifty of a shopper you are. Currently, or last time I was working, I was basically eating soup and crackers every day, which a can of soup was like $1, and then like splitting up a box of crackers is pennies for that. So that and some fruit snacks and stuff like that. But anyways, it's gonna be a lot cheaper just to bring your own lunch for the most part. Another one is carpooling. If you can carpool to work or to job sites, so you don't have to spend money on gas anywhere from like 10 to 60 miles a day, depending on the job site, how far away it is. You're gonna be saving like $3 to $6 a gallon on gas. Obviously gas has dropped. I realize that now. But anyways, you're still going to be saving lots of money on gas. And I think that's pretty much the end of my list that I have written down, because back to the other one which said room with a friend, which I kind of combined with the second one. So anyways, hopefully this list helps you out, and hopefully this gives you some ideas on how to save money. Just some ways that have helped me, or hopefully some things that can help you out. So yeah, hopefully this helps. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. If you want me to think of anything else, let me know, and I'll try to come up with some more things. So anyways, let me know in the comments below. If you got any other video ideas that you want to see, comment them below. I will try to get to them. Might work on a diagram tomorrow that someone asked me how to make a vanity light or whatever, so I can try to do that tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the description for anything. I'm doing a giveaway if you want to check that out a few videos back. If you want to win $40, because I hit 2,000 subscribers, so I'm trying to give back to you guys to say thank you, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I do upload videos or do live streams. Thanks guys. Peace out. Thanks for watching.